Yo guys, what's going on? Yorkie Man here and welcome to season number 2 here with Villarreal, and today starts pre-season. We will probably play the first game of the season as well. There's going to be some stuff to get in order in our house here in the yellow submarine, and then we'll probably play the first game of the season. When's the first game of the season? We'll probably do the Valencia game. I don't want to go too far because I want to leave a few weeks for you guys to give your feedback on what you think we should do with the transfers, so on and so forth. Let's see if we can keep Gerard Moreno. Let's see if we can keep Chukwueze. Let's see if we can keep all these big players, because there's going to be some big teams sniffing around them. But first of all, I'm going to go through and I'm going to list who I don't think should stay at the club, or players that maybe potentially should go out on loan. Let's go and do that now. Now, I know Sergio Asencio is going to be leaving to Bournemouth when the transfer window opens, but we have got some of our players back, and it's obviously apparent already that we do not need 4 left backs. To be honest with you, I prefer to have 2. So with his contract expiring in 12 months, we're going to add him to the transfer list. And then it's, do we want Quintella or do we want Moreno? Now, I actually enjoyed using Moreno once I realised what club he played for in England. But it's whether we keep him or not. Purvis, obviously, we will keep, even though I can't say Estupinan. It's something like that. But he's 23 and he's a beast, isn't he? So he'll stay. So then I guess there's time to decide on Quintella over Moreno. There is time. So we have Chikala. He's going to go, definitely. Add to the transfer list. So Markham staying. Yeah, transfer list. Especially players who I can't say their names are going to be highly used on the transfer list. Retiring at the end of the season is Albiol. I thought he was retiring last season. Turns out not to be the case, but he's going to be sent off. So now we have Gaspar, Mozo, and Miguelon. Do we keep 3 at the club? Migu is going. He's not good enough. He's never going to be good enough. I mean, at 25, he's not great, is he? And I'd rather prioritise giving Alan Mozo the game time. I know he's 24, and Mario Gaspar. But Mario Gaspar hitting the age of 30, this could be big season for him. So we'll put Miguelon on the transfer list. We're going to bring in quite a bit of money here, I think. Abora already joining Roma when the transfer window opens. We've got Milanes, maybe Manu Milanes. He looks all right, 22, can play CDM. We should keep him around for now because we're a little bit weak at CDM. It's probably going to be the first position we go in for in this window today. Etienne Capoue, probably going to be keeping him around, of course. He's been fantastic for us. Riche Abe staying. This is an interesting one. Javier Ontiveros, a player I actually really like. He has that something special. I'm going to keep him around. So we've got Moy Gomez, Abe, and him. That's fine. I don't mind having 3 left midfielders. We're in a plethora of competitions. We've already transfer listed Tagares. But Danny Parejo, Coquelin, Chukwueze's definitely going nowhere. Tailman, Jeremy, he'll go out on loan this season. We'll see. And Hassan as well will go out on loan again. Now, we'll check their progression. I do think Jeremy could do something. I'm not sure about Hassan. He's still a prospect, though, at the club. Ferreira, Nino, Leao. Gomez comes back and Moreno comes back. Now, I'm going to go and put Nino on the loan list this season. I like Nino, but I think he needs to improve, and he's probably not going to get the game time here. I probably would play Ferreira over him, which is probably his downside there. So Gonzalez there is absolutely awful. Get him on the list. He's off. He's off. Simon Moreno as well. He may have the name Moreno, but he is not Gerard. Gerard Moreno, of course, we want to hold on to a Paco Alcacer. So we are going to cut the squad down a little bit. What's he unhappy about? Team performance and playtime. How can you be unhappy about team performance? How can you be unhappy about team performance considering what we just did last season? Let's go into the transfer hub now and look at the players that we got on there already. I've arranged it by position, and interestingly, we don't have a goalkeeper on this list. So, recommendations for goalkeepers. Now, guys, when you're thinking about the goalkeeper you want us to sign, I don't want Andre Anana. I don't really want big names. I want players maybe I've not heard of before, and a younger player, because I'm happy with Rulli maybe for this season, and then someone coming in and fighting Rulli for that number 1 spot. I think that's what I want to do. There's plenty of right backs here, even though I don't think we need one. Yankuto, Pempele. I've just been adding people as we've looked around and scouted them. I'm not in a belief that we need another centre-back, but I would be tempted by Badiashile. Now, Kunde's a great one, but I imagine he'll be fairly expensive, and the problem is, let's just take a cheeky look. Yeah, he'd be absolutely out of our price range. And he'd be a starter, where Badiashile could be growing into being a starter, but I am fairly happy with where we are there. I'm happy at left back. So this is where our real problem issue is. Now, Alvarez is probably the player we're going to go in for here, because Boubacar Kamara must have only just moved to Arsenal. You got Harry Winks, who potentially could be out of favour at Spurs, which would interest in me, and Moda as well is supposed to be a very good young player, but I'm not sure he's cut from the same cloth that we need at this moment in time. So I think it's going to be Alvarez that we go in for. We kind of had that suspicion going into this that Alvarez was going to be the CDM. As soon as he was suggested, I really do like the look of him. He looks like a very good CDM. I like the fact he's got good strength and stamina, and his reactions are pretty decent. He's fairly aggressive. I like him. I think he'll be very good for us at 23. So let's go in for Edson Alvarez. We'll see what kind of negotiation we're going to have here with Ajax. Now, I'm going to offer above. I don't wheel and deal because I don't think you need to on FIFA. I think it's a little bit, maybe if we were a really lower team, I think it's a bit too easy. You know, this guy's definitely worth probably in the up to 20 millions in real life, but we'll get him for a bit cheaper, and that was nice. Easy, done and dusted. Let's see what kind of contract he wants now, and that'll be Alvarez in the club, and our first transfer signing of this window. The big worry is who's going to end up leaving us. Well, he's not being paid much at the moment. We'll put him on important, so he's going to be important. With Etienne Capoue 32, we need to kind of phase him out a little bit, and Alvarez needs to take his place and be the starting CDM for the future here for us. And this is an absolutely lovely contract. At a top-tier club like us, I'll take that. Now, CM as well is another position that we could potentially need to improve in. And these are the CMs we've got on the list at the moment. Robertone, who would probably potentially be my favourite, simply because he's been playing in Spain at Almeria, and I think he'd be very good at this level. We've got Comcena as well at Real, is that Valladolid, I believe it is? Oh, Vallecano there, it does say it, Real Vallecano. And he's someone as well who I wouldn't mind, just purely on the fact that they've been playing in Spain. So we'd be picking off good players at smaller Spanish clubs. You've got Camavega, we've got De Silva, who would definitely be one for the future. So maybe we bring in De Silva and another CM. Mikel Cuisance, is it? Campbell, Houssam Ayar, who, you know, I'm dreaming in my head if I think we can sign him. I don't think we can. Mikel Moreno, who I'm just a huge fan of, bringing him back to Spain would be great, but it looks like he's only just recently moved to Napoli, so he would probably be a no-go. So in my head, I'm thinking that it's probably got to be Robertone, Camavega, who's just moved to Newcastle, so that kind of cuts that one out. So it would probably be Cuisance or Robertone that we're looking at. Michael Cuisance or Robertone. So they're probably the suggestions. If you've got somebody else that you think fits that kind of mould, then let me know. But I feel like these two players would do a good job here. Maybe Cuisance would make more sense with his age. But I like the idea of Robertone just because simply we'd be taking a star at another club in this league and bringing him into our team. And of course, we have to have in the back of our minds, and this is something I'm going to be thinking about as the window goes on, that I'm not sure we can keep hold of both Paco and Gerard Moreno. They're going to be so hotly wanted in this window with the performances they had last season. These are some of the players we could sign to replace them. You've got Vlahovic, who has signed for Leeds, and I don't think we probably would go in for him because he's just signed for Leeds. But then we've got players like Moise Kean. They didn't sign him there, did they, at PSG? So he could definitely be someone that we brought in. There's also Luka Jovic. Maybe he's not getting game time still at Real Madrid. He comes into us. Jonathan David, not Luke de Jong. Adeyemi would be a great young striker for us to bring in for the future, but maybe not the kind of replacement that replaces Paco Alcancel, Gerard Moreno. And Naziri as well would be superb. And Aki Williams hasn't long been at RB Leipzig, but he's maybe been there long enough for us potentially to go in for him. So this is just food for thought in terms of maybe us losing one of our star strikers. Now, I would love to keep them both. I would definitely love to keep Gerard Moreno, and I know you guys would love for me to keep Gerard Moreno, but in the spirit of the way that we do these, I nearly said Master League, career mode saves here, I really do like to try and be as realistic as possible. It makes FIFA so much more fun. And being pushed out of my comfort zone by selling my star players, albeit frustrating at times, it makes sense because if Man United, Real Madrid, Chelsea, one of those big sides comes in for them in real life, there's no way that we'd be able to keep hold of them. So now we need to go through our rotation side and kind of change this up a little bit. We'll put Leo in there, and obviously Alvarez is in the club. I'll stick Tailman now back on the right, which is nice because I've been playing him in the centre just to get him training. And in the centre, at the moment, where I don't want Danny Parejo, we'll go with Coquelin. This is the squad that I train to keep match sharpness at the club. At the moment, the two centre-backs we've got there I don't want. We'll go Vestergaard and Albiol, Mozo, Moreno, and then Jorgensen. And that's going to be the backup lineup now. That's a pretty tasty backup squad, if you ask me. I'm quite happy with that, you know. Leal, Ferreira, Arbe, Tailman, Coquelin, Alvarez. I wouldn't be too upset playing this squad against one of the smaller teams. So with the window not actually being officially open because we haven't advanced today, let's advance our first day of season number 2 and see how long we can hold on to players for. So we have the performance review, transfer market information. We've got the pre-season tournament. Sergio Asensio now has left. Abora's departed the club as well. And the transfer budget has increased. We'll go take a cheeky look at the transfer budget again. I think it's huge. We've got some players here just basically saying, why are you letting me go? Or thanks for letting me go or whatever. They wouldn't have played. So, well, Miguelon maybe could have been a member of the squad, but I'm preferring Alan Mozo at the moment. But the transfer budget's really hefty, isn't it? So it's 92.15 million, and we've signed Alvarez already, which was a pretty decent deal. But I'm not going to spend all that unless it makes sense. I'd like to keep it, as we say, as realistic as possible. I imagine there's probably some free transfers. I will go through and scout some new players as well. Oh, God, Florian works. Caramoko Dembele, he's on a free. He's on a bloody free, boys. Shortlist him, get him signed. I don't know how good he is on this year's game. We might be buying ourselves a flop right now. But, well, we're not buying him. We're approaching to sign him. But Caramoko Dembele, what a wonder kid. What are Celtic doing? So there we go, lads. Nice little cheeky contract there to Caramoko Dembele. He will become one of the prospects at the club. 4 years, 2.4k, 21k signing bonus. Welcome to the club, Caramoko. Well, the quick all-important thing now is to see how has that gone down there. We've gone down in our rating up at the top, but it's to see how good Caramoko actually is. So let's just scroll down here and find Caramoko Dembele, and let's see how good he is. 67 rated, but showing great potential. I'll take it. Let's see if we can improve him and he could become a superstar here. I know we didn't need another right midfielder, but that's a steal. I'm just going to be quick simming these games as well in the pre-season tournament. I'll let you know what happens in there, but I don't have much interest in playing them. Usually if I did a career mode by myself, I potentially would play the friendlies to try out new signings and whatnot, but I don't think there's any need here. And in fact, our group is pretty comfortable. We played our second string squad there and beat Racing Club. Transfer offer in for Javier Quintella. Bye. See you later, mate. I'm happy with that. With Ajax as well, so that keeps our bond and relationship with Ajax pretty strong, as we've constantly done business with them. In my head, that means that me and Ajax get on really well. So we're going to swap over to full strength for this one. Let's quick sim it. I mean, it gives us match fitness, so why not? We win it 3-1, and that means we'll go through the group. Quintella sold an offer here for Uriche Arby, which is definitely going to be rejected. There isn't going to be a bid that's going to be good enough to prize him off of us at this moment in time. He was really key to some of the games last season. His link-up play, his pace, his speed coming off the bench. The man's rapido. Full strength side again here against Napoli, and I'm expecting maybe a win. Napoli's a good one. A draw, I'll take that. And we will progress to the knockout stages. We'll see who we get in the knockout stages as well. There is potential of Leicester, maybe even AC Milan there. We did get Buenos Aires. I believe that's who that is, that badge, because they don't have a badge in the game is what I'm guessing. Tournament prize money, we don't really care. Nino, a 2-year loan deal to West Ham. I don't like the idea that it's 2 years, but if I'm being 100% honest with myself, I'm not sure he gets the game time he needs here anyway. We'll accept it. West Ham are getting a very good player there for 2 seasons. And we'll track him and see how he gets on. Transfer offering for Rulli. And the offers are coming in now. It's West Brom. We're going to reject it. It's not good enough. Now, if a really big team comes in for him, of course, I'll have to let him go for the right fee. But he's not going to West Brom. He's not going to West Brom. Not when he could be playing Champions League football here, because he's our starting goalkeeper at the moment. Well, Piemonte Calcio, a.k.a. Zebra, a.k.a. Juve, have signed Raul Jimenez. What a deal that is. That is fantastic. PSG as well have signed, I don't know who he is. And it doesn't tell me here. It just says accept bid for, oh, here we go, Alexandro. So there's some big deals going around. What was that Real Madrid bid? What was that Real Madrid bid here? Oh, Real Madrid sign Kieran Tierney and Napoli sign Isco. interesting. And is that Thomas Delaney going to Sevilla? Which is crazy, because if you do watch the Sevilla Football Manager save, we signed Thomas Delaney there as well in season number 2 for Borussia for a lot less than that, I might add. And if you do enjoy the content, smash subscribe. Now's your opportunity. And hit like. Now, let's carry on with the window. Buenos Aires now, the task. The team for us to beat. We will play... Will we play full strength? Do you know what? I'm going to give the players the opportunity because I don't really care about this tournament. I'm going to play second string and let's see how we get on. Watch us get battered. We win it with the second string side. We win it. 2-1 victory. Massive. Showing our depth this season, which we're going to need in the Champions League. Yes, that's right. We're in the Champions League. Season 2. Go on the yellow submarine. Apparently there's transfer offer interest in Koundé from Chelsea, which just doesn't surprise me. Another offer now for Rulli, from Dortmund. We have to consider this one a little bit more. And what I'll say is if they'll give us 30 million, I will sell him. I have to be prepared that when we actually hit 1,000 and the channel's monetized, that I'm not going to be able to listen to this sweet-ass dope music in the background while we're in the restaurant negotiating our transfer deals. And that's going to suck big time. It doesn't look like they're going to pay the 30 million, though. We're holding a firm stance. It's 30 million or nothing. I'm sorry, but 30 million, 23, do you know what? I've had enough of you, mate. I'm off. See you later. 30 million or bust. We'll keep hold of Rulli for now, and I'm happy to do that. Nino didn't want to go to West Ham. Apparently, he said he doesn't like London. He'd rather go to a Yorkshire side. Can't blame him, can you, Rayleigh? He's staying here for now. Oh, no, we've got an offer for Purvis from PSG. I hate this. We are going to renegotiate it, and if they meet what our negotiation is, we'll let him go. It's as simple as that. When a club like PSG come in for a player at our level, the most likely to go. Is that Mr. Pochettino? How are we doing, Poch? It's been a while, mate. Didn't go well for you at Spurs, did it? We're going to go in at 54 million. And if they accept this, it's a done deal. I mean, what they're negotiating right now, we're not being held to ransom because they're a big club. I want close to the 50 mil mark. I really do. And if they're not willing to pay it, because he's bloody worth it, if they're not willing to pay, sack your sell-on clause, mate. I don't care about it. I do not care about it. I'm going to go to about 48 here, and they sign the deal. Get the deal signed, or it's done and dusted. We're not letting him go. No, that's fine, Poch. Ta-ta, mate. See you later. So some big teams already sniffing around our players. But honestly, boys, when the big teams do come in, it's got to be the right price. I'm not just going to sell players on the cheap to them. It's got to be the right price. We won't be bent over a barrel. I will auto-replace. So we will do the final here against Napoli. I'm going to go full strength. Let's just see what result we get. We might get a winner here. Okay, we lose on pens. I'll take that, though. At least we had a good performance. Happy days. And that is the cup done and dusted. The next time we play football will be the opening day of the season against Valencia. I'm looking forward to it. I get excited for the new seasons. I'm a little bit like a kid in a candy shop when it comes to stuff like this. The new season coming up. There's transfers coming into the club. It's all exciting, isn't it? It's all new and exciting. Transfer offer in for Miguelon, and he's off. Ajax again. We're doing good business with Ajax, aren't we? I'm glad they're my pals. I've got some Dutch friends, you know, for when I want to go over there and just chill out. I'd go and watch an Ajax game. But yeah, there we go. Another bit of business done with them. Hopefully he'll sign the contract, and that'll be him done and dusted and gone. Miguelon has gone, and now there's interest from Burnley for Bennett Badiashile. Imagine he ends up at Burnley. Poor lad. But yeah, that's big interest, but I'm just not sure at this stage we need a player in that position. We've been very good at this moment in time at fending off the big clubs. Hopefully it continues as this transfer window is just going to start ramping up. And the good news is Samuel Chukwueze, will actually miss 0 football for us as he comes back from his injury just in time for the start of the new season. Loan to buy here for Jeremy. I don't like the idea of it, so I'm going to delegate and I'm just going to say loan him, and that's it. That's all you've got. There is an interesting one. Man United want to loan Xavier. And I'm going to flat out reject that. If it was a transfer bid, we'd negotiate it. But I don't know. I don't want to loan him to Man United. Why do Man United want him on loan for a season? Loan offer for Mohamed Samakam. Again, why? He's not on the loan list. Reject. These are some weird loan offers we're getting at the moment. He's played a lot of football for the club. Why would we loan him out? Although there is another loan here for Nino from Getafe, which we will accept, and hopefully this time he doesn't think he's too good for Getafe, and he will go there. Now, I saw something in the news article about Champions League football. Have they drawn the groups? Is this... is it on club news? No. Okay. I want to see if the groups have been drawn. Let's take a cheeky look on the calendar and see if there is any news about the Champions League groups. Not yet. Not yet. There we go. Jeremy's gone. He's off for a year, but it's ramped up again for us here. Manu Tigueras has got a transfer offer for him, which is kind of a player we want to let go. 15.5 million. I'm more than happy with that. We will let Manu Tigueras go. He's been very good for us, but I'm happy to let him go. Another transfer bid for Purvis. Now, it's a swap deal. Oh, it's with Aaron Ramsey. I like Aaron Ramsey. That is a great swap deal, I think. We look at Aaron Ramsey, though. My issue is we're just signing another really experienced central midfielder, which we already have two in Danny Parejo and Coquelin. Oh, I do like him, though. It's not a good deal for us, though. Do you know what? I'm going to negotiate it. I'm going to get rid of the player, because it's Juve, obviously. I'm going to get rid of the player. They've got rid of Alexandro, who's a left-back, right? Or is he a right-back? No, I think he's a left-back. So, potentially, they need a new player. So, let's see if we can negotiate the right kind of deal here that works for both of us. And let's see if they will pay it. They've paid it. They're going to pay 50 million for Purvis. We need a new left-back, boys. I didn't think they were going to pay it. After the defiance that PSG showed with it, I didn't think they were going to pay it. We're probably going to lose him. 50 million, the transfer fee, which is a very good fee considering he's valued at 31 million. And it's what we wanted. But wow, we need a new left-back, lads. We really do need a new left-back. Our starting left-back is leaving the club. Let's just take a cheeky look and see who we've already got on the transfer hub here at left-back. I don't think we've got too many players. I might have to do some scouting. See, we've got Jamal Lewis and we've got Robinson. So I do actually really like both of them. But that's all we've got at left back on the list. Now, I do like both of those players. And if you guys do as well, that'd be fantastic. I'm now going to look for some more left backs, though, to give us more options. And, of course, you guys can have your say and let me know left backs that you think that we should sign as well. Nino did accept the loan offer for Getafe and will be loaned out now. So that's good to see. He'll get some game time, though. Jota, there's been interest for him by Torino. But we're still yet waiting on the information about Purvis to see if he's going. And I'm telling you now, somewhat, boys, Matt Sharpness is an absolute bastard to try and keep during pre-season. I hope they fix that for 22. So Tailman loan offer, Jeremy's loaned out, and there it is. Purvis leaves us. Our starting left back, our star left back has left. He's gone to pastures new. He has gone to Juventus, which I suppose doesn't shock me too much. It's the kind of club he deserves to be at. Manu Tigueras has also left and gone to Everton. Tailman will definitely be going nowhere, Porto. You can bugger off. And I'm a bit devastated. I didn't think he'd be one to go. I thought it was the strikers that we had to worry about. But now we're missing a real key player there at left back. And our options for left back, what are they again? We've got Moreno and Moreno at the moment. So a new left back is certainly needed. Real Sociedad has signed Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What? Dominic Calvert-Lewin has signed for Real Sociedad. 52 million. I mean, they're signalling a statement of intent. They did really well last season, did Real Sociedad, and now they've decided to spend big and bring in Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Wow, and there we go. Purvis there in his new Juve shirt. Devoed. Dortmund are interested in Husam on IR, and that does not surprise me. He should be hotly wanted, and Chikala looks like he's leaving the club, which is absolutely fine. It's what we wanted to do. But wow, what a start to this first season in terms of transfers. That was absolutely crazy, boys. But now we are up to the Valencia game. We are going to play the first game of the season here. I'm really excited. It's going to be good. I've been playing pretty well. You will be playing. You will be playing. Don't you worry about that, Mario Gaspar. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see now what we do with the transfer budget. What you've got to remember is we're looking at a left back that absolutely does replace the main man. Now, I have added Marcos Acuna, left back, superb, 83 rated. You can see there, he is a beast. He is playing at Sevilla. He can play left mid as well, so he covers two positions. I like him. He could certainly come in and be a starter for the next 2 seasons, which is probably as long as this save will go on for. I like the idea of Marcos Acuna. He could be very good for us. Here we go, boys. Let's sort out the team lineup. And I want to go full strength side. I'm not going to give Alvarez his first start here. My problem is Chukwueze cannot start. So Tailman is going to start. And let's see what we've got going on here on the bench. I don't want a left back on the bench. I don't find much need for a left back on the bench. Let's get Caramoko, Dembele there on the bench. And who else should we put on the bench? We've got Villarreal, Arbe. Jorgensen doesn't need to be on the bench. Let's get Xavi on Terrace there. And let's get Alvarez on the bench as well. As you can tell, we're lacking fitness on players. That's just purely the case of these pre-seasons. Once we play a couple of games, the fitness will come in floods. And we'll be absolutely fine. Who do we put? I want to give Xavi a try, so I'm going to drop RB for this one. You've got to remember, we've got a lot of games coming up, though. I want to be strong in all competitions this year. So you've got the Spanish Cup, we've got the League, and we've also got the Champions League that I want to be strong in. Also, quick question. When we come to simulating the games, now I do that to move the series on a little bit quicker. Would you prefer if I simulated less? Or maybe even just did a highlight package where I just show you the goals to make the episode still small. So maybe there'd be a couple of games in the episode where all you do is just see goal highlights. I actually still play the match. You just see goal highlights. Or would you prefer we keep doing it the way we're doing with the sim? I'm still playing with the sliders to try and get them perfect so that the game is difficult enough for me to enjoy it, because I quite like losing. It's ridiculous, right? That you'd want to lose on a game, but doesn't make sense to me to win every game. There needs to be the challenge there. Let's go take on Valencia in this opening game of the season. Boy, I'm excited. I was not sure coming into this first home game of the season here, boys, that we were going to be starting this match here against Valencia with Gerard Moreno, Paco, Alcacer up top. I'm very shocked. I'm very surprised. It's still early days. There's plenty of window left to go, but those boys are still here. Obviously, the unfortunate sale of Purvis, who I would have loved to have kept. But I mean, 50 million from Juve's not to be sniffed at. This is a difficult one here today. Carlos Soler still in the squad. Maybe someone we actually look at Carlos Soler. We do need a centre mid. He's versatile as well, and I believe could play out wide. We might have to take a cheeky look at him after this game. Let's kick off Season 2 now with Gerard Moreno, of course. And we're hoping that Gerard Moreno can have the same kind of season this year that he had last year. Because let's be honest, it was absolutely superb. There's going to be some new players coming into the club. Hopefully they settle down nicely. And hopefully we settle down nicely here today with a victory. Gerard Moreno on the ball now. Loses out in the end. But Moy Gomez ends up with a football. This is going to be interesting. Not played in a couple of days to kind of give you guys enough time to sink in the end of season episode. I didn't want to rush it. Is that going to be a good enough ball? It's not. It was a poor ball from Paco Alcacer in the end. Well, what have they done there? Can I get to it? I can. Oh, unlucky. We've started strongly here at Valencia. Verbic to Carlos Soler. Etienne Capue's done brilliantly there. We're going to miss Chukwueze today. We're going to miss his pace. Oh, he spotted the man. Gerard Moreno for his first goal of the season. Surely, Gerard Moreno. Oh, well saved, Silerson. I thought that was going to be first goal of the season for Gerard Moreno. I'm sure he was thinking that as well when he was put through. Maybe he should have been a little bit more unselfish and cut back to Paco Alcacer. A good save in the end. Didn't hit it quite sweetly. Oh, Pau Torres there. He's so good, he's Pau Torres. What a player. Moy Gomez now. Keep the run going. There we go. This is better play from us. Moy Gomez. He's going to keep going. Moy Gomez. What can he do? He needs help, doesn't he? He's going to get it in the end, is he? From Paco Alcacer. He's not. Paco seemed to hold his run a little bit there. Very surprised. And that'll be half-time. 0-0. We've had opportunities. They've had possession. Nothing's happened, though, so far. Upamecano. He's gone to Barcelona, hasn't he? Albert Moreno's done brilliantly there. What can we do now? That's a nice ball. Gerard Moreno takes it. That's a nice ball. You'd bank on Gerard Moreno in this position. He chips it. What are you chipping it for, Gerard? That's my fault. I thought the goalkeeper was going to keep coming. I didn't time that very well. Rusty here. A little bit rusty. Yeah, I didn't time that well at all. Should have been smarter with it, although this might give him another opportunity. Oh, save from Silerson. What a save. Valencia making a change. Joseph Martinez coming on. It kind of shows their intent that they're not happy with what they've seen so far. That's going to go in towards Gerard Moreno. Both him and Silerson go up and challenge for it. It wasn't good enough. Let's put that back across now. Pau Torres. Try and cut that inside to Moy Gomez. Moy Gomez now. Gerard Moreno. I tried to play it back into him. Danny Parejo just couldn't get it out of his feet, could he? A good ball in here. We've got away with it. Danny Parejo now can turn. He'll go to Moy Gomez. I've got to be honest, I think our biggest issue in this one... Oh, what is that, Paco? Through to Moy Gomez, mate. Not to Gerard Moreno. I think our lack of pace on the pitch in this one has cost us so far. No Chukwueze causing them problems from out wide. And I feel like it's been a real big issue for us. I really do. Tailman definitely doesn't have the same level of pace. What we're going to do here, we're going to go inside. Paco Alcacer now. He's going to try and slide that into Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno's come up with the ball. What can he do now, though? We need a little bit of help here, don't we? Paco for 1-0. Oh, he's saved by Sillerson. What are you doing, Paco? Slot it in the bottom corner, not straight at the goalkeeper. And our star strikers today are misfiring. Can we find Gerard Moreno? We can. Gerard Moreno now, surely. Oh, my God, Sillerson saved it again. What has this man taken? Give him a test. Give him a test. What is he on? Because this is absolutely ridiculous, his performance so far today. And now we're in trouble. I need Pau Torres to get back. And he has done. Oh, he's made the tackle as well. Tailman now. What can he do? Tailman keeps running with it. That's lovely. He's going to try and play in Gerard Moreno. Just can't get to the football. Tailman again now. Inside to Dani Parejo. Paco Alcacer. Back to Dani Parejo, who finds Gerard Moreno with a touch and a shot, and he's pulled it wide. We're going to make some subs there. We're causing them all kinds of problems. We can't find the back of the bloody net. Triple substitution here from Villarreal. We've got Leao coming on. We've got Javier Onteros, maybe that's his name, and Edson Alvarez will come on for his first appearance for the club. Let's get ourselves a goal. This will be a corner kick for Valencia, and are they gonna put on a stinging blow here? Are they gonna? That's the big question. Can't win the ball back here at the moment. We don't want to win it back in the box, though, that's for sure. Oh, that's lovely play. Martinez now. Oh, Pau Torres has missed it. We've got to be good here, and Samakam is good. That is fantastic play from him. How? Get back up. Play it. Oh, Xavi Onteros just can't get there in time. That's the kind of ball that if it's Arby or Chukwueze, they get to it. Unfortunately for us, it wasn't. And Valencia are doing the smart thing here and just ticking down the clock. But now we've got the ball. Edson Alvarez waited for the run of surely Gerard Moreno to make it 1-0. Villarreal. Yes, Gerard Moreno in the dying embers of this one on opening day of the season is right back at it to make it 1-0. Villarreal, and it's fully deserved with the amount of opportunities and chances we've had in this game. And Gerard Moreno makes it 1-0 to the yellow submarine. He finally smashes it home. Oh, 1-0 Villarreal. There isn't a better feeling in football than when you score a late goal with your star striker. That's exactly what's just happened here for Villarreal. Lovely moment. We felt a little bit pre-season-y in this match. We haven't really found our shooting boots early doors. I've been impressed with the performance. In terms of the overall performance of the squad, defensively, I've been very impressed. Samakam and Pau Torres should be in for a very good season, hopefully. If we can not concede here, that would be. And there we go, full-time whistle. Villarreal get a victory here, opening day of the season. It's a very close one. It's a 1-0 victory, but it shouldn't have been as close as it was. But as per usual, when you need him, he gets the goal. Gerard Moreno makes it 1-0 in, what, the 89th minute? And Villarreal take a victory here today. What a way to end episode number 1 of season number 2 with Gerard Moreno getting us a goal and a nice win there against Valencia. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Make sure to give me all your feedback on what I've asked about the series and about the transfers moving forward. It's a big one next time out. The transfer dealings are going to need to be done. Can we keep hold of more of our star men, as we've already lost one in our star left back? We do have money to spend, though. We will improve in positions, but I'm very happy with where the squad is at the moment. I appreciate all the support as per usual. If you're new around here, please smash subscribe, as we're trying to get to 1K. But you guys that have been supporting me all this time, keep it up with the views, because we smash views every month, and I really do appreciate that. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe. And one last time, this will probably be the last time we have to say this on an episode. Fuck the Super League. See ya.